Hi everyone. I know it's been a while since I have posted a video. I know I'm not proud of my lack of consistency, but I'm back. I'm still in my apartment, thank God, and I'm doing well for the most part. God has provided so much, and I'm really thankful about that. And yeah, I just kind of wanted, it's not really a life update, but I wanted to share something that I've been learning that has really been impacting me that could hopefully be helpful for others, whoever stumbles across this video. So thanks for taking the time to listen, and I hope it really helps you as you implement it into your life if you feel so led. So today I want to talk about gratitude and how it can have a really positive effect on your perspective when you're going through a hard time, because life will life, and we'll always have moments in our lives when things are difficult, and it's very easy to get into a place where you're just looking at the problem and you've prayed about it but still nothing is changing, and you're getting depressed and sad, and all these things are happening. And I found for me, specifically, I'm dealing with an issue with work where I'm trying to make a change in my career and what I'm doing, because the work that I'm doing is not aligned with my values, and it's causing a lot of stress in my life. It's causing a lot of feeling like a failure, and it's a struggle. And I'm trying to make this change, but I still have to work. I still have to pay bills. And so I've been thankfully getting help from a career coach. So if you've thought about career coaching and you've never done it, I would definitely suggest that. And we've been talking a lot about gratitude and how that can help me as I'm going through this process of, days of frustration with the job and days of frustration of looking for another one that is more aligned with me. And what I've learned through all of this is that, and I wrote it down to help me not to forget, just to give all the key points, is that gratitude might seem delusional when you're starting out, like you're going through this hard time and you're like, how is this ever going to help me to grow? How is this ever going to help me to get where I'm trying to go? I need to make money. I need to be successful, XYZ. But really, it does help you, because it helps you to take your eyes off of what you don't have and instead put it on what you do have. And you have to be really intentional about gratitude. You can't just say, oh yeah, I'm thankful for the clothes on my back, the food in my fridge, whatever. Like, yes, those are definitely things to be thankful about. But like when you think about like, to me, when I'm thinking about Maslow's triangle of hierarchy for our needs, right? Like food and those basics needs are bottom, and then there's like security and things like that, and then I think it's like autonomy, or I need to refresh it, obviously, but those are basic, and so it's very easy to take those for granted. But if you're really thinking about it and saying like, wow, I do have food for the next 2 weeks of my life, I'm so thankful for that. And wow, I do have like a home I can come to every day, and I paid rent for this month, so that's something I don't have to worry about for the next 30 days. It really does just change your perspective so that you're not in like crisis mode all the time. And that's just what I've learned from being grateful. So I just want to encourage anyone who might be going through a hard time, just be grateful for, yes, the small things, but also take the time to think about the larger things, like housing, a support system, if you're blessed to have that, fortunate to have that. Like so many other little things, like maybe not having to pay for parking because of your job. You maybe work for the city and they pay for your parking in a public space. So many things, that will help you to change your situation, though it doesn't change. That will help you change your perspective, though it doesn't always change the situation right away. So yeah, it just helps you to realize more of what you don't have. Also, it helps you to see what is currently in your hand once you've like collected all this data about, yeah, I have XYZ. How can I use what I currently have? Your skills, your experiences, your things that you're learning in your job. For me specifically, I had to learn like, okay, I have a very sales type job. I don't love sales, but it's teaching me how to talk to people, how to understand people's reasoning behind why they do what they do or what they don't do, and then how I can be of assistance to them, because I believe in whatever I'm trying to help them to get. And obviously sometimes it doesn't work, it's not for them, but it's helping me to take things in stride. Just being able to see like, okay, this is what I have in my hand, and what can I do with this, instead of saying it's of no use, it's not going to get me to where I want to go. Sometimes you got to go from point A to point A.2, A.3, A.4 to get to point B. But eventually you will get there when you like take inventory of what you have from being grateful. So that's the second thing that I've learned. Besides seeing what you have as opposed to just seeing what you lack, you also see how you can use what you have, to help your situation. And then the last thing, just really short, is like I kind of was mentioning in the beginning, it might not solve the problem right away. You might have to keep going, with strategy and climbing out of whatever hole that you might be in. But it does give you another alternative for your brain, right? Like our brain so much will see what we want to see. And so if we're only seeing lack, and if we're only seeing the problems and the mountains in our way, that's what our brain is going to be fixated on. And you'll end up being more depressed, more stressed. And I want to say this for the people who very easily, I don't know what to say, how to say it, escape. Maybe it's easy for you to escape in like eating or TV or whatever. I'm not saying to ignore those feelings. I'm not saying to ignore your depression or your stress. Those are real and they're indicators, that, you got to do something. But gratitude definitely helps you to get to a place where you can start to do something, right? It gives you more to be thankful for. So that way you're able to get up and be like, yeah, I can do this. I have the agency to move and to grow and to do what I have to do. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to share. It's a short video. I know I haven't been around very much. I'm going to try to change that. I'm going to do my best. But that's what I wanted to share, and I hope it helps whoever might be listening to this video. And yeah, just practice gratitude and hopefully you'll see your joy increase. Thanks.